My name is Major Problem. Now let's get to the root of the problem. In chapter 105 of the Holy Quran, we are reminded of the small birds, also known as swallows, martins, ababil in Arabic, which destroyed the elephant's march towards Mecca. In the name of Allah, the All-Beneficent, the All-Merciful. Have you not regarded how your Lord dealt with the men of the elephant? Did he not make their stratagems go awry, and send against them flocks of birds? A small bird can crash the latest aircraft, also known as a bird strike. A small insect can block an aircraft's pitot tubes, which can lead to incorrect sensor readings. SU30-MKI, looking at the strengths first, is a bespoke version of the SU30 for the Indian Air Force's needs. Technology of transfer to the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. 272 operational planes within the Indian Air Force. Twin engine, which means longer range and higher survivability compared to a single engine fighter jet aircraft. Thrust vectoring controllability results in high maneuverability and unique takeoff and landing characteristics. Digital fly-by-wire system, 12 hardpoints for external payloads of up to 8,000 kilograms and can carry 1 or 2 mission pods. Engage 2 airborne targets simultaneously. Close-coupled canards provide static instability, high control maneuverability, which contribute to lift and reduce drag. Looking at the weaknesses. Crash history of 11 aircraft crashes within the Indian Air Force. Dogfight crash shot down by the Pakistani Air Force F-16 on the 27th of February 2019 Operation Swift Retort. Saturn AL-31 engine has maintenance and reliability problems, bearing failures due to metal fatigue and low oil pressure. SU-30 in its base configuration was a better fighter rather than the MKI localized Indian Air Force version. System integration issues. It has French avionics, Russian energy distribution system, Russian BARS radar, Israeli jamming system, Indian radar warning and South African laser warner. Israeli jamming system jams the Russian radar as the radar manufacturer did not share radar signatures. Low availability rates, circa 50% at any one time, which means there are less available for combat missions. For decades, the Indian Air Force has accused Hindustan Aeronautics Limited of poor workmanship and maintenance. Higher operational costs compared to US fighter jets. Spare parts ordered piecemeal when defects arise, thus jets spend weeks on the ground awaiting spares. R-77 active radar homing BVR missile has inadequate performance. The plane has a high radar cross-section. And looking at some opportunities, efficient inventory management, spare parts by the Indian Air Force to increase availability. The Hindustan Aeronautics Limited has stockpiled spares worth 400 crore rupees in Nashik. The inventory is based on a study of consumption patterns of SU30-MKI spares over the preceding 5 years. AL-41F engine to replace the AL-31. AESA radar, actively electronically scanned array, but this is an expensive upgrade. And looking at the threats. The biggest threat of the system integration is looking at the threats. The biggest threat is the system integration of all the different systems from the disparate country suppliers. The Pakistan Air Force pilots have tested the Su-30 with the People's Liberation Army Air Force to exploit the inherent weaknesses and devise strategies to counter this threat in wartime. Improve pilot morale piloting this particular fighter jet, which was proven by Operation Swift Retort, where Indian Air Force pilots flying the Su-30-MKI called bingo, which means low on fuel, to avoid dogfights with the Pakistani Air Force F-16 fighter jets. and this was captured in radio recordings by the Pakistan Air Force AWACS plane. Competitor fighter aircraft: the USA F-15 by McDonnell Douglas, USA F-16 by Lockheed Martin, USA F-18 McDonnell Douglas Northrop, Sweden JAS-39 Gripen Saab, Russia SU-35 United Aircraft Corporation, Russia MiG-35 United Aircraft Corporation, Europe Eurofighter Typhoon by Airbus, BAE Systems and Leonardo.